YouTube, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. You know, there is a lot of talk going around about a civil war among Americans. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't think something like this could happen in the United States of America. A lot of people don't think that a lot of the things that we see in other countries that's happening can happen here. And they can, man. And a civil war hurts us all, especially poor folk, because they're going to be the ones whose rights are trampled. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the poor people. What's going on, Steve? Thank you, man. Merry Christmas to you, brother. Thank you, and thank you for all your support you've given me this year, brother. Thank you. Okay? Thank you, man. But see, here's the problem. They are manipulating people's emotions for them to go out and do some stupid stuff to justify some of the actions that they're going to take. Because a civil war in America is going to erode some of the rights that we think we have and we really don't. That's just going to give them an excuse to come in and implement some stuff that's going to hurt us all. And see, once you start talking about a civil war, then people are going to be isolated. Folk ain't going to be going out because anybody could get attacked. See, when you're talking about a civil war, how you going to know who's on what side? Think about that, y'all. How you going to know who's who? And you talking about a civil war, so a lot of innocent people will get hurt. A lot of innocent people will be injured because you got some idiots that can't control their emotions. They fighting over some stuff that really don't have no value. And this is what we need to be conscious of. All right? This hurts all of us. It ain't just going to be, whoever. This hurts us all. Because we all are going to fall up under whatever rules and regulations are implemented. We all going to be impacted. And see, let me tell you now, if you ain't got money where you can go anywhere in the world you want to go and your bill's still going to be paid, you fucked. Let me say that again. See, if you ain't got money where you can get on a plane and go anywhere in the world you want to, when the shit hit the fan, you are fucked. It's just that simple. And I don't think people realize just how devastating this is going to be on innocent people, man. And listen, we all know ain't no profit in peace. See, you can't make money during peaceful times. So now you talking about Americans are having a civil war. Who you think gonna get rich? Who you think gonna finance that? The rich are gonna get richer. What's going on, gamer? Everything's good, man. Thank you for joining me. Okay? And see, and that's because we got to stop talking at each other. The reason this confusion and this chaos is so rampant is because people now have the definitions confused. Thank you, Gamer. Thank you. See, people now have the definition of hate and disagreement meaning the same. They think because you don't agree with them that you're hating on them. And this attitude has gone unchecked. This mindset has gone unchecked. And now it's out of control. See, when you disagree with somebody, you just can't come to a consensus on whatever that is. You can't come to a consensus on it. But when you hate somebody, that's with passion. That's with intensity. That's with revenge. When you hate, when you disagree, none of those qualities are present. And if they are present, then it ain't disagreement, it's hate. And because we don't put anybody out to explain this, they say, man, stop confusing these words. They don't mean the same. When you disagree with somebody, has nothing to do with hatred. And this is the problem. But yet, you don't put nobody out on the front line that's speaking this. You won't support somebody saying, man, we got these words confused. This is why we got so much chaos. People have confused hate and disagreement. It's just that simple, man. They got it confused. And we need to put this on the table for discussion. To get back to hate is hate and disagreement is disagreement. And they're not the same. They are not the same. And you got a group of people that are trying to make it mean the same thing. And that's why we got the division that we have among each other. See, that's why I tell you, this message, stop hating each other because you disagree, touches everybody in the world. Because they got the definitions confused. That mindset has gone from generation to generation unchecked. And now they think it's just normal. You disagree? Oh, you hating on me. No, I ain't hating on you. I just disagree with you. Okay? And this is the problem. But, you know, you can keep talking about this all you want and keep saying it all you want, but what happens? A lot of people don't care. And seeing people don't think a civil war can break out in this country. And they priming the pump every day for it. They prime the pump every day. That's why on social media, they show you all these fights, all this confusion. And see, and this ain't about race, y'all. This is about good versus evil. And right now, the evil people are the ones that's running shit. They are dictating the narrative. Right now, evil is dictating the narrative because good people don't want to put another narrative out. Good people are afraid to support another narrative. So they would just rather go along to get along than to get on the front line and get involved. This is the problem. And then when you try to be the solution, when you try to be the answer, they want to accuse you of clout chasing because you ain't scared to speak up. You're not afraid to stand up. See, and you got an element of people that will label you a clout chaser. And good people will believe that. Good people will go along with it and agree. You know how many people agree with that message? 100% agree with it. But they can't see themselves making me successful to make the message successful. See, that is the problem. There's no way that message can be successful and it not touch me. There's no way. There's no way I can be successful and it not touch this message. Because we one and the same. And people don't want to do something positive. They don't want to give it a chance. They don't want to get behind it. And consequently, look at what we got. Look at where we are. Look at what we're dealing with. Ain't no place safe, man. Ain't no place safe. And you cool with it. You cool with it. And the reason I say you cool with it, because you ain't putting up no other narrative. You ain't supporting any other kind of narrative. Well, see, Steve, if people made this message successful, company would be beating my door down to sponsor it. The reason nobody's really beating my door, because look at me, I live out of a hotel. And they agree with me. But the people have not embraced this message. It's the people that's going to make this successful, not me. It's the people. And right now, people are afraid. We're afraid to make each other, to uplift each other. We're afraid. And then we'll turn around and complain about how bad things are. But yet, you scared to speak up, you scared to stand up, and you scared to even support somebody that will speak up, that will stand up, and saying what you agree with. I've not had a day going to that White House that from the time I get there, on my walk to the White House, down to Pennsylvania Avenue, somebody is going to make a comment about that sign. I've not had one day that somebody will come along and say, man, that's a strong message. That's the truth right there. But yet, I can't show no success with it. See, I can't show, and in a sense, I gotta blame myself a little bit because I'm the one that haven't shown the value. I've not shown the value. I've not shown how this touches everybody, man, woman, and child in the world. This message right here touches every man, woman, and child in the world. And people don't see that. A lot of the people that walk by, see me playing their national anthem, see me playing music, see me trying to uplift, walk by, look at my message, and read it, and like, I can't support that. Look how many people that walk by me. What I go to Old Town Alexandria, and one of the worst places in the world to try to get some uplift, to try to be, what's the word? Progressive, proactive. No, ain't no word, ain't got no money. Shit. No, ain't no word, ain't no money. So the caddy's still sitting there. Ain't no money. It'll sit. It's okay. Tags are good till next December. So it's good. It's good. It's sit right there. All right. When I get some money, I'll get it restored. That's what I'm gonna do. Just get it restored, and then I won't have to worry about it. Because I told my kids, man, it's gonna be a collector's item. Don't sell it, because it's a collector's item. I broke one of the bolts off into the starter. One of the bolts broke off. So I got to take it to a mechanic and let him put the stuff in and screw it out and put another bolt in. That's what happened. I broke the bolt in it. So consequently, I can't start it. And I got a whole bunch of other mechanical issues that, I just need to just get somebody, go from bumper to bumper and just, fix it. Bumper to bumper. I could easily see myself walking into my mechanic with $25,000, man, fix my car. Here you go, fix it. Okay? Yeah. But, hey man, I still get on the bus and the subway, go down to the White House. Still do it every day. Get on the bus and go down to the White House. Get on the subway and still go and do what I have to do. Because at one time, I was kind of embarrassed about having to go out there and get on the subway and do what I got to do. But man, I'm like, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm trying to show people how to not give up. Stay the course. And sometimes it's hard, man. Sometimes, you do get tired. Sometimes you do get discouraged. Sometimes you do want to give up. Man, I got something in my throat. You do. But that's the time, man, where you got to weather the storm. You just have to weather the storm and roll with the punches and keep believing. And see, with this message, man, I just keep believing that one day somebody gonna see, damn, he do have something here. This is where this is an exclusive for some company to be able to instantly spread their brand all over the world. Instantly. Because people gonna follow the money. It's the money that's gonna get their attention. That's what's gonna get their attention. And nobody sees that. That if they come with a bunch of money to promote something positive, man, see that was a situation where I tried to show people I'm not afraid. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Hold on a second. Let me show y'all this. I was so close. I was closer to Rudy than some of the photographers themselves. That's how I had a better position with Rudy than some of the photographers that was getting paid. Let me show y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Now, let me show you something. Look at this. Wait a minute, let me turn it up a little bit.
I'll tell you what.
Now, I'm right in front of him.
President Trump did for me in return. He left a peaceful world to Joseph Biden, and Joseph Biden has given us a world at war with thousands and hundreds of thousands of people dead that wouldn't have been dead if America hadn't been defrauded into electing Joe Biden. Think about that. When you watch the movie, when you watch the movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Just think if it didn't happen, if Biden hadn't been elected and Trump had been elected, the people in Ukraine would all be alive today.
Thank you, guys.
Will you take a place in the future Trump administration?
Just give us a second here, guys. Just give us a second here. Let's get the door closed.
Would you become Attorney General if he named you for the position?
All right, thank you, guys.
Now see, wait a minute, hold on a second. Let me show y'all.
Have a good weekend.
Merry Christmas to you, man.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. We have a gentleman here.
Yes, sir. Merry
Isn't
Christmas.
that nice?
Merry Christmas.
Of course it's Merry
All
Christmas.
right?
Sir, would you take a position in a Trump administration?
Oh, gee, that's a heck of a time to be asking me that, right?
Now the guy that's sitting with him,
Would you consider being Attorney General?
his little handler there,
Getting him elected so we can...
when they first came out to court and I was getting behind Rudy, he was trying to put his bag up in front of my sign. Okay? All right? He was trying, man, get the fuck out of the way, man. Get that fucking shit out of my way. That's what I told him. Get the fuck out of my way. And if you go back and look the video, you'll see he was trying to put his briefcase up in front of my sign. And I said, man, get the fuck out of my way. Because I wasn't moving. And notice when we when we started, I'm right behind him. See, I'm walking right behind him. When he started going to his car, since I'm already behind you, I'm just gonna walk with you. And you ain't gonna push me out the way. And see, and because I'm known down at the courthouse, they gonna give me a little leeway because I'm known. See, some of them down there are like me and they agree with my message. Okay, that's what I noticed, that the day that George Santos was kicked out of Congress, I didn't know that you can't take signs. Well, I did know. That's not true. I did know that. But I didn't know at the time that you couldn't stand up on the steps with a sign. And this Republican Donaldson, I don't forgot his first name, but he was talking, and I was standing right behind him on the steps with my sign for about a good 10, 15 minutes. I was standing behind him with my sign. And finally, one of the Capitol Police came over and said, sir, because you have the sign, I have to ask you to step down off the steps. I said, oh man, I ain't know that. I'm sorry. That's how I respond. Man, I ain't know that. I'm sorry. I apologize. And I went down in the crowd. And if you go back and look, I was the only person in there with a sign. I was the only person in there with a sign. The only one with a sign. And I'm standing there. And see, and let me tell y'all something. See, this is the secret to DC and probably where you are too. It ain't who you know. It's who knows you that matters. Because you know a lot of people that don't know you. And that's what so many people out here work to do, is to get to be known. That's how you get successful. Getting to be known makes you successful. Okay? And some people have to cut corners and cheat to get to be known. Some people have to degrade themselves to get to be known. Okay? Because when you're known, it's when you're successful. That's when success is going, when you're known. And that's why I get out here, man, and try to get this statement known. So people say, man, I know that guy. I see that guy everywhere. And all somebody got to do is attach some money to this thing right here. Man, you're going to be surprised at how people going to come. Man, I should do something like that. How come I can't come up with a positive message and become a rag? See, this can only happen one time. See, a rags to riches story like this ain't going to happen but once. All you got to do is make one person a rag. Everybody going to be fighting trying to get the same thing. And see, now, because people see something positive working that has worked, what you think they going to do? Get out here and try to come up with something positive to try to get the same result. Because right now, see, they see negative working. And that's what they do, go negative, because they see it working. Yet people won't show positive working. And as a result, ain't nobody trying to go positive because they don't see it working. They stick with the darkness. They stick with the negativity because that's what they see working. And we don't want to show any other narrative. And got the nerve to talk about ain't nothing safe. Crime is out of control. But what narrative are you supporting to change it? What narrative are you supporting that will make a difference? See, that's the bottom line right there. What narrative are you supporting financially? Because, listen, let me show y'all something. So you won't think I'm lying. This, see, in 1994, I ran for mayor of D.C. against Marion Barry. Got about 195 votes, too. First time out the box. No organization, no money. Okay? Got about 195 votes. And what I learned in this experience, no matter how good your platform is, no matter how good of a candidate you are, if you ain't got nobody supporting you financially, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. And that's how they play the game. And because nobody support me financially with this message right here, they don't give a shit. They don't care. Because ain't nobody else supporting it. I can't show no success from this message. And everybody want to know who I'm working with. Like, I can't come up with my own brand. And seriously, when the last time you saw somebody build a brand right in front of your face? Think about it. When the last time you saw somebody actually build a brand right in front of you? I got 4 people up in here. Name a brand that you saw somebody build from scratch. Name one. And isn't it funny? You can't even name a brand that you saw built from scratch. And this is America. But you can't name a brand that you saw built from scratch. Name a rags to riches story you know of that everybody familiar with. Name a rags to riches story you know, but yet the rich is still getting richer. Since the pandemic, the rich has tripled their wealth. But you can't name one rags to riches story from among you. But they done tripled their wealth. But you can't name nobody that done came out of your ranks. Why is that? That's a good question, Truth Conductor. I hadn't thought about it that way. We know they get it because they telling you. They making money. And when they can isolate you again, away from each other, you're going to have to depend on their services to get what you want. That's why they trying to push this Civil War thing, because they know once that jump off, they're going to have to isolate you. And when they isolate you, you're going to be scared to go out. So now you got to get online and get everything you want, because you ain't trying to go out. And they getting richer. And in the meantime, you ain't thought of no other service that you can create on your own to develop a stream of income. Most of y'all don't even think about trying to develop your own stream of income to get from under the foot of somebody else. And yet, there's the answer. There's the answer right there. And you ain't putting that on the table. You ain't making that successful. See, and let me show you what they do. This is the trick they play on you. They take one thing that's wrong and they negate everything that's right. That's the game they play with you. They take one thing that you do wrong and negate everything that you've ever done right off of one thing that you did wrong. And that's why I keep saying they throw the baby out with the bathwater. See, they don't separate the two. See, people don't separate, man, there's some good white people, there's some good black people, there's some good Asian people, there's some good Hispanic people. Who you think God coming back for? The good. He ain't coming back for evil. He gonna punish evil. God ain't coming back for no white people, no black people, no Mexican people, no Asian people. God is coming back for the righteous. And the wicked, that's who he gonna punish. So if God is coming for the righteous, why can't the righteous come together? And you got Christians that believe in the same Jesus and won't even speak to each other. They scared. They're scared to speak to each other. And they believe in the same Jesus. And not only do they believe in him, they want you to follow the same Jesus they believe in, and they scared to speak to somebody that believe in that same Jesus. See, that's how pitiful this is. The body of Christ is scared. That's how wicked got the body of Christ scared. Because they won't change, they won't support any other narrative. Now, if it come along and it's the thing to do, see, now everybody want to jump on the bandwagon. Everybody want to jump on the bandwagon. Everybody want to jump on the bandwagon when it's the thing to do, because they followers. I'm telling y'all, man, if we don't address this, if we don't get out in front of this, we all in danger. And oops, I'm sorry, it's too late. Let me say that shit again. Oops, I'm sorry. It's too late. That's too late. The damage is done. But yet people are afraid, man, to give anything else new a chance. They'd rather suffer with the old than to try something new. They'd rather endure the humiliation with the old rather than try something new. That's how bad it is, man. So, knowing that, man, you just have to keep your head up. You have to keep trying. You have to keep knocking on the door. You have to keep trying, man. Because one day you might knock and the door just swing open. And you can walk in. But if we don't get involved, if we don't support another, and see, I didn't make the rules. I'm just trying to play by them. I didn't make these rules at all. Well, see, social media has made the need for an education obsolete. You don't need education now, man. Because you can make so much money off social media. You get enough followers, you shit. Look at OnlyFans. Right now, you got girls that are high school dropouts busting it open on OnlyFans and making more money than a woman with a PhD. Let me say that shit again. You got girls that are high school dropouts busting it open on OnlyFans and making more money than a woman with a PhD. That's how twisted our society has come to be. So you don't need an education now. Man, look at all of these rappers. You know, most of them jokers ain't got a high school education. And they flying private. Flying private. Every time you see them, they always flashing their money. See, that goes to show you that's what get their attention. They always flexing with their money. And some of them ain't graduated from high school. And flying private. I saw this boy, this one rapper. I don't listen to their music, but he wanted to stop. He flying somewhere, and he wanted to stop to get a hamburger and some French fries from McDonald's. And the pilot told him, it's going to cost you $10,000. Do it. Just to get a hamburger and some French fries from McDonald's. He dropped $10,000. Man, you know what that $10,000 would do in a business? Okay? They don't value money at all. Because as long as they are degrading each other, killing each other, talking about each other, they get rich. They get rich. They got this little girl called Sexy Red, pregnant. And she out twerking, half naked and pregnant. What kind of child? Man, I sure hope if that's a girl, she gonna catch hell. She gonna catch hell. See, in the black community, let me give y'all a little history. See, slavery was designed to be permanent through the status of the mother. Slavery was designed to be permanent through the status of the mother. If that mother was enslaved, everything she birthed, even if she was raped, was a slave. Well, what's predicated on the status of the mother now? Welfare. Federal government say, black man, have as many babies as you want, with as many different women as you want. As long as you ain't in the house overnight, we're going to give them welfare. And then society will turn around and say, black men don't want to be fathers. But the federal government said, don't be no dad. We got your back. And now you got generation on top of generation that's stuck in the mindset of something for nothing. That all of these people running out here doing these mass robberies on these departments, they looking for something for nothing. Because that's the mindset they've been raised with. So if you can correct the female, everybody else gonna get in line. So as long as you notice, you don't see Taylor Swift showing her ass. Have you ever seen Taylor Swift's ass? Think about that. You ever? And she on top. You ever seen her ass? Think about it. You ever seen Taylor Swift half naked? And she's the talk of the world right now. But all of these young black girls, what they got to do? Get half naked. They have to degrade themselves in order to be profitable. You don't see Taylor Swift talking about murder and drugs and sex. She don't do that, and she making billions. Why our women got to be talking about drugs and eating out somebody's booty and all that shit to make it? Why? Well, because people got, see, Steve, we don't know who we're dealing with. We're dealing with the offsprings of baby kids. Baby kids from the 80s, Google them, baby kids. We're now dealing with their offsprings, and they're worse than their parents. See, baby kids are the ones that implement the mind your business, glorified violence crew. That's baby kids. See, when you tried to correct one of baby kids, children, mind your business. See, that's how we got off track. Right there. With the mind your business glorified violence crew. And notice, ain't but 3 ways out of the black community. Yeah, I did. Because, see, listen, y'all. Listen. If you want to stand out, you got to be different. If you want to stand out, you got to be different. And that night, I showed people 2 different scenarios. With Rudy, I shook his hand. I go around on the backside where the workers are, and I had to fight. If they had just let me blend in, I wouldn't have stood out. But see, I knew the minute he tried to block me, I was like, this dumb motherfucker don't realize that with me doing all this, that's why I was so animated. Because I knew that as long as I'm animated, the people watching the television, fuck her, what's going on in the background? Let me see what's going on in the back, because there's too much movement. Okay? Well, see, again, man, you got to realize, Steve, this is all by design, brother. This is all by design. That's why this is all by design. Because they got some kids that only want this money. And they'll do any and everything to get it. They ain't got no values. They ain't got no morals. See, they don't have no boundaries. Anything goes with them. And most of them got to lie and cheat and deceive to get it. That's what the problem is. See, and you got to see that and understand that. And yet, we don't try to learn our history so we can learn from the past. See, our history is just dying on the vines because don't nobody want to get it. Ain't nobody interested in it. And that's the sad part, man. That's the disheartening part. That black history is just dying on money, dying on the vines. Because don't nobody want to use it. And it's just money dying on the vines. And don't nobody see it. Don't nobody care. Money dying on the vines. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, man. But yet, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. See, you got to be an example. And let me show y'all something. I haven't just started saying this. Okay? That's one thing I can honestly say, that I have been consistent about what I've been saying over the years. And I have been complaining for years about being a positive black man. You can't get a chance. If you're positive and you're black, you can't get a chance. Listen to this. So you see that this is what I'm reading from 1994, what Vendor wants to fight City Hall and win. Okay? Listen to this. What date is this? It doesn't say. But listen, it's 94 because I ran for mayor. And matter of fact, you can see how young I am. That's when I had hair. Okay? So you see I'm a young buck then, all right? But listen to this. The lesson that Folden has drawn from his battle with city authorities is that society is a harsh and unsupportive environment. If you open up the door, I know how to take what I want. I'm not asking for a handout. In his first campaign for political office, Folden is not afraid to assign blame for the problems of the city. An African American himself, the first group he points to is D.C.'s black community. Folden said he has secured almost 4,000 signatures of D.C. registered voters, comfortably in excess of the 2,500 signatures necessary to put him on the ballot for the Democratic primary. Whites have been signing his petition in far greater numbers than blacks, he said. He faults African Americans for not supporting their own. My own people, who are held hostage by young black men in their own neighborhoods, he complained, aren't willing to give a positive role model an opportunity. That was 1994, and it applies to today. Right now, the black community is held hostage by their own young black man. In 1990, and this what, 30 years ago? And it's still going on? Here I am with a black history. I do the black history, and I get evicted from my apartment. Okay? 30 years later, I'm doing the black history of DC, and I get evicted because I can't support myself. And got the answer, and nobody's willing to give me a chance. So my own people who are held hostage by young black men in their own neighborhoods, he complained, aren't willing to give a positive role model an opportunity. That was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I said that. And here I am, 30 years later, still saying the same thing. At least give me credit for being consistent. At least give me credit for being consistent. No, I'm clout chasing. I'm clout chasing. And I've been saying the same thing for 30 years. But I'm clout chasing. And it just so happened, what I'm saying is true. It's the truth. I'm clout chasing. That's the truth. And I'm clout chasing. Oh, Cody is up in here. Oh, Cody. See, this is what I'm telling you. It doesn't, now, my being positive and people stuck, what do you say? That doesn't speak well of you. Really? Really? When I've been trying to keep the message alive for 30 years, and that don't speak well of me? When I've been saying, I could sit back on the sidelines with everybody else and not say a damn word like you. Out here talking about I'm some fake fucking patriot, bragging about some damn records that ain't even in Guinness Book of Records. See, you see? My man, I ain't the only one. That's what I'm telling you. Listen, he brags about what he been doing. This guy right here, he got about 3 or 4 different profiles. I just got tired of blocking him, man. I got tired of blocking him. Let him come on up in here, spread his negativity, so people can see what I'm talking about. See, this is the bullshit I'm telling you. These are the kind of people, the reason the world is fucked up. Because they'll sit back in a glass house and throw a stone. Living in a glass house and throw a stone. See, you see what I'm saying? You see? You're negative. But I want you, I'm going to let you stay up in here. I'm going to let you stay up in here just so people can see the contrast. I'm going to let you stay. Because see, that negativity that you putting up, that's the shit that's going to come back to you. It ain't coming back to me. It's coming back to you. But this is a classic example of what I'm talking about, man. And you know what's so sad? People will listen to that asshole before they will me. people will listen to him before they will me, because it's something negative, and he support their insecurity, and they'll eat that up. They'll eat that shit up, like I'm doing something wrong, because I'm trying to be positive and people don't want it. Okay? So, I mean, that was perfect timing, man. That was perfect timing to come up here with your bullshit. Oh, you retracted. Let me see what message you retracted. Okay. Oh, he ain't gonna answer that. He ain't gonna answer that. He ain't gonna answer that. What message you retracted? He won't answer that. He ain't gonna answer that. Oh, he ain't gonna answer that. He ain't gonna answer that. Oh, the message is irrelevant. The message is irrelevant. You see what I'm saying? Touches everybody in the world and it's irrelevant. Why? Because he don't have that kind of creativity. See, it's irrelevant because he didn't come up with the idea. That's why he'll do anything he can to discredit it, because he ask him what idea he done put up front, and he don't have one. Ask him for a solution, he don't have one. Would take advice from, I'm not homeless. I'm not homeless. Look at me. You're homeless when you're outside. I'm not homeless. I'm in a room. I'm not homeless. I'm not in my feelings, man. I'm just showing you talking bullshit. I ain't homeless. And you know what? Man, I'm so glad that you up in here, because one day you're going to have to eat this shit. Okay? That's right. Last Sunday, a guy paid for my room. You're right. You're right. Last Sunday, a guy paid for my room. You're right. And that ain't the first time. That ain't the first time. And that ain't the first time he done paid for it. At least I got somebody that support me. Who you got? If you fall on hard times, your ass would definitely be homeless. Because ain't nobody going to support your bullshit. that dog tag you got running, that shit ain't worth nothing. He got a dog tag around his neck that he came, the Secretary of the Army gave him for his work, and they wouldn't even engrave that shit. Because it has value. That's why. Because it has value. That's why. That's exactly why. It has value. And which I don't think you would be able to recognize. You don't know what value is. See, value to you is walking around bragging about you an American patriot because of what you did and all the money you raised. But yet, they wouldn't even engrave the dog tag that they gave you, that you walking around talking about you an American hero. Okay? What monetary value do that fake ass dog tag you got around your neck have? The one you keep flashing. What monetary value does that have? None whatsoever. They didn't even engrave it. How we know you didn't get it from a flea market? Your name ain't even engraved on it. If you was that important, they would have engraved it. They didn't even engrave your shit. Yeah, I know him. This is a little white boy down at the White House. Let me show him to you. Let me show him to you. Let me show him to you. Here, let me show him to you. This is the guy right here that's doing all the talking. I just had a video of you because I put it up. Where is that video? Let me show y'all who this is. Let me show y'all who this is. I just had that video. Where did I do? What did I do with that video? I just had that video. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm finna show y'all who this is. Let me show you who he is. And then you can see for yourself what kind of, here we go, what kind of intelligence you're dealing with. Here it is, here he is. This is the guy.
You go best foreign
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Let me start this over.
Like I said,
Okay, this is him.
they use the bathroom.
Listen.
best foreign policy mind on the
Americans don't have no way to use the bathroom.
This is him. This is the guy right here.
Okay.
That's right. Did you know Steve Bannon hired this guy?
I work for myself,
Yeah,
dude.
that right. He get it under the table.
I
It's
work
all
for
right.
myself, my man.
Look, I'm sorry you're a chimp.
All right?
I'm sorry you're a
I
chimp.
work for myself.
Everybody gets the brains of Einstein.
Man, you know what?
Clearly, you got passed up at the chimp level.
Let me show y'all something. Let me stop this. Let me stop this real quick. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. Let me stop this real quick, because I want to show y'all something. See, 10 years ago, he had to call me a chimp. I'd have knocked him the fuck out. That's how much I done matured. Okay? If he had to call me a chimp 10 years ago, I'd have knocked him the fuck out. Okay? But this is that little white boy. This is him. This is the one that's doing all that shit. That he got about 4 or 5 different profiles. Okay? Answer what question? What question? What question?
Americans don't have no way to use the bathroom.
Wait a minute, no, Steve Bannon hired him.
Okay.
That's right. Did you know Steve Bannon hired this guy?
I work for myself,
Yeah,
dude.
that right. He get it under the table.
I
It's
work
all
for
right.
myself, my man.
Look, I'm sorry you're a chimp.
All right?
I'm sorry you're a
I
chimp.
work for myself.
Everybody gets the brains of Einstein. And clearly, you got passed up at the chimp level.
Why don't you take that music and do somewhere else,
Backgrounds in
man?
Ukraine. Now,
Take
hey,
that music
love of
and do somewhere
Ukraine.
else.
Oh, well.
Take it somewhere
Oh,
else,
wait a minute.
man.
You had to use some bad language because
Take
you
it
can't
somewhere
even
else, man.
talk intelligent.
Take
You
it somewhere else.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay?
No, I'm not gonna.
Take-
Well, hey, look, America, man, deal with it.
Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
I'm
why
not
don't you
going.
deal with it?
I am. I'm having a
with it.
ball with a chimp.
Okay. All right. Like I said,
Yeah, like you
if you want
said,
to
yeah.
use the bathroom, where you going to go?
Well, you gotta go down to McDonald's.
You gotta
That's
go to
not Ukraine's
McDonald's.
fault.
If you
That's
going to use
not
the bathroom,
Ukraine's
you
fault.
got to go to
That's the
McDonald's.
Parks and Recreation. You don't even know
And
who
who
controls
furnished
it.
them? Who furnished them?
Oh, come
The
on.
federal government.
Look, trying to, what are you,
The federal
conspiracy theory?
government furnished.
Oh,
The federal government
Trump
put their budget.
supporters burnt it down.
Really?
Trump supporters burnt that down. That's
Really?
right. And like you,
Oh,
at,
okay.
I don't know, Capitol riot, whatever, having your little fun time with your little Steve Bannon Trumpers and trying to be friends with Putin because you're a little Russian sympathizer. And that's why you're all over Ukraine. Well,
Okay.
guess what? Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army.
He
You're
got
an
the
American
chief of
hero.
staff.
And you're an idiot.
Only means something to
Google
you,
me.
dude.
I got
Damn, he did it. Look.
This is what we get. You're no Socrates.
You know?
I'm proud to be a citizen of a country here.
Like I said, all y'all supporting Ukraine, where you gonna use the bathroom at while you're down here? How come we can't get that fixed?
Go blame Ukraine because I don't
How
have
come
a
we can't get
bathroom.
that fixed?
What an idiot. Go
Huh?
take it up with the
How come
parks
we can't get that
people.
fixed?
Why can't you take it up with the
Like
park
the
and
Park Service
recreation?
ain't budget ain't
It's
coming out
they
of the
who
federal
run it.
government.
After
park and recreation. See, what does they get to the chip mind?
Get their money.
The little
Park
chip
service get their
mind.
money.
The little monkey boy mind can't soak up the fact.
Oh, monkey boy. I'm a monkey boy.
I'm not swearing
I'm a monkey
like
boy.
you are, but yeah, you are.
Oh, so you know,
It's
so
a parks
you
and
call a black man a
recreation.
monkey.
Like I've been telling you, monkey boy, it's parks and
Oh,
recreation.
monkey boy.
That's who you got to talk
Oh,
to.
so you
But
call
you ain't smart enough to
okay,
figure
little
it
dick.
out.
Okay, little dick.
Oh, here we
Okay,
go.
little
Oh,
dick.
wait a minute, now he's got to go
That's right.
up.
Look,
Why?
look, look.
Hey, I mean, seriously. How does he...
Oh,
It's still bigger than yours.
that's little dick energy right there, boy.
Right there.
That's him.
Okay.
That's the guy. That's this guy. That's this guy right here. That's him. That's him. That's him. Right there. See how he whipped out that name tag? He's an American patriot, a hero, and they didn't even engrave it. Google his name. Go to Guinness World Book of Records. He brag about all these records he got. Google his name. Ain't nowhere to be found. But he swear up and down he got all these records, but you can't find an official nowhere. And he gonna tell me I'm doing the same thing, being positive for 30 years, and it ain't got me nowhere. Why am I still being positive? Because I don't want to go negative. That's why I'm still being positive. Because I ain't trying to go negative. Just that simple, man. Just that simple. What else you got? Come on, Cody. What else you got? Cody? What else you got? Oh, you're gone now. Oh, okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's exactly, this is a good example of what I'm talking about. When you got somebody like this that's living in a glass house and want to start throwing stones and not realizing, and you know what's so sad? And you know what's so sad? The success of this message helps him. It helps him. That's how tragic. He talking all that shit, but this message successful, he's gonna benefit from it. The same one trying to put me down, same one talking about me, let that message become successful, he benefit from it too. It's gonna benefit him. He don't have nobody that he disagree with. Oh, you didn't. Wait a minute. Let's see what this message is. Oh, no, we ain't gonna hide that. We gonna show. I ain't hiding it. What shit? That's the shit you talking. That's what you talking shit. And that's all you talking is shit. Bragging about that damn dog tag is shit. Okay? So, listen, man. I know you're down at the vigil, so why don't you go on and pay attention to them? Okay? Now, I know you're at the vigil right now. Go on and pay attention to them. We're gonna show, I'm showing this. I'm showing everything you pop up, buddy. Everything you type in there is gonna get shown. I ain't hiding nothing. I'm gonna show everything. Because when people see, this is the kind of ignorance that's keeping us back. Folk just like this, it's a reason shit is fucked up right now. Because, see, he ain't going to get off in none of these young boys and try to save them. He ain't going to try to help. He's scared of them. See, he'll talk shit to me, but put him off in some of these young boys. Oh, I'm going to show them all. Talk all the shit you want. That's right. I'm going to show them all. Okay? See, he ain't going to get off in some of these young black boys and try to help them. He's scared to do that. See, he ain't got no answer for that. But he can attack me. But he ain't got no answer for the carjacking, for the crime that's out of control. You know, all the other education. He ain't got no answers for that. And it don't affect me. It ain't gonna have no impact on me. The crime don't have no impact on you, huh? You not in harm's way. My man, you still talking shit. Not only are you talking shit, you got a little dick. You got a little dick. That's why you come up in here with that little bitchy, little dick energy. That's all this is. It's some little dick energy, just like a little bitch. That's what you, I told you the other day. I own you, man. Because you got to come and follow me. You got to come and try to I own you. Because you got to see what I'm doing. You got to be involved. Because if I didn't own you, you wouldn't even pay me no mind. Okay, I own you, man. I own you. I own you. That's why you up in here. Because I own you. You obsessed with me. That's what the problem is. You are obsessed. Oh, really? Now I got another one. God damn. They out tonight, y'all. They out tonight. They out tonight. Maybe that's his other. Let me see. Well, probably don't. Probably don't. It don't matter, really. Because you're nothing, you're nobody, and you don't count. That's the... You think when I lay my head down at night that I'm thinking about you, motherfucker? You thinking about me. I ain't thinking about you. You thinking about me. That's why you up in here. Because I'm on your mind. That's why I say I own you. Because you the one following me. I ain't following you. You following me. I can see if I'm up in your lives talking shit, you up in my life. You following me. You trying to make me look like I'm the crazy one and you following me. Just like this one. Okay? Just like this one. Following me, I own this one too. That's why they obsessed with me. That's why they obsessed. And see, and what's wrong, man, with wanting to be independent? Work for yourself. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Wanting to work for yourself, to be independent, to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. What's wrong with that? Y'all act like I'm committing a crime or something because I want to be independent. I want to make my own streams of income. I mean, seriously, what's wrong with that? Oh, hey, man, I'm still here. I ain't had to go rob nobody, cheat nobody, steal from nobody. Obviously, I must be doing something right. I'm still here. I must be doing something right. I'm still here. I gotta be doing something right. But I ain't doing it the way you want me to do it. That's what the problem is. All right? But, man, I hope y'all have fun. Enjoy yourself. Because I'm finna go and cook me some food. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. Okay? Absolutely. long as I got you, long as I got y'all up in here following me, I'm leading. You following me. I ain't following you. So who's the dummy? Who's the dummy? You following me. I ain't following you. That's what you fail to realize. Y'all up in here, man, boosting my algorithms on my website. You boosting mine. It is a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Merry Christmas too. I hope you have a Merry Christmas too. Yeah, I hope you have a Merry Christmas too. Happy New Year. May you have a very prosperous New Year. You following me, buddy. You obsessed with me. I ain't obsessed with you. I ain't got to put you down. I ain't got to talk to you. Hey, man, listen. See, you call it a handout. See, that's what you call it. That's what you call it, a handout. Because that's how you be derogatory. See, that's the way you have to justify in your mind to accept it. That you have to make it demean it in order for your mind to accept it. See, you can't see it people are paying it forward. That good deed, man, is gonna come back it's gonna fall back on their bloodline somewhere. Maybe their children, grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren might find themselves in the same position and get the help they need because of the seed that was sown. See, you don't see that. Your mind is too small. You got a peanut brain. You can't even conceive that. Okay? Well, if you want to call it sugarcoating, you following me. I ain't following you. You obsessed with me. I'm not obsessed with you. If you want to sugarcoat that, you obsessed with me. You are obsessed with me. See, let me show you how you obsessed. Because you got to come up here with an alias. You can't even come as yourself. That's to show you how obsessed you are. Because you got to come up in here hidden. You can't come as yourself. Because then people would laugh at you. It's just that simple. Just that simple. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, man, thank y'all. What time is it? 9:15. Man, I'm going to get me some food. Okay? I'm going to get me some food. As I had enough of this entertainment for the night. All right? Man, Merry Christmas to y'all. Happy New Year. And even though there are 9 more days in this year, these 9 days could be the best days of this year for you. These 9 days. 2023 ain't over yet. Okay? So don't count 2023 out. You still got 9 more days. And God can work anything out in 9 days. Okay? And see, that's something that these two clowns don't understand. God gave me these ideas. That's why I'm holding on to them, because God gave them to me. It ain't for me to make them work. It's for me to keep believing and standing strong. Steve, thank you, brother. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. That $10 come in handy, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. See? I got some money. And I didn't beg for it either. Wait till somebody's coming here and start dropping 50 and 100 and 150. They're gonna be like, see, and I ain't at the man. See, I wish my boy Bernie was up in here. I wish my boy Bernie was up here. See, Bernie would make y'all feel like shit. Because when Bernie come up in here, he drops some money. Every time he come in here, he drops some money. Everett, the same way. Every time he come in here, he drops some money. so I ain't begging for that. I just God just sent me $10. And you didn't see me begging for that. I know, because you ain't getting none. He ain't dropping you none. He sure ain't gonna drop you none. You ain't getting none. So you're right. He ain't gonna drop you none. But I'm not. And see, let me tell y'all something. Man, I'm God's distribution center in the earth realm. That's my goal. Is to be God's distribution center in the earth realm for money. That's my goal. Oh, you don't take monetary gifts from other men. Oh, okay. Okay. I ain't even interested in that. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Keep that to yourself. See you later. Keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. I ain't interested. I don't even want to know the backdrop to that story. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. No, don't tell me. I'm glad you got a job. Obviously, you ain't working now. You're right, you do have a job following me. You're absolutely right. You do have a job following my ass. That's your job. Following me. Hey. Call it whatever you want. Don't make me no different. All right, I'm out too, David. See y'all later. Make sure you subscribe, so when I go live, y'all make sure you be back for. Now, real men provide jobs for a living. There's a difference. See you later.